Solving systems of linear equations by substitution. So our system of equations is over here, and they've already given us x, so we just need to plug our second equation into our first equation, 4x. So we have 4 multiplied by x, which is what they gave us, 2y plus 4 plus 2y equals 36. 4 times 2, we have to distribute over here. 4 times 2y is 8y, plus 16, 4 times 4, plus our 2y equals 36. Combine like terms on the left side. 10y plus 16 equals 36. Got our 10y alone. 10y equals 20. Get y alone by dividing out the 10. And we're left with y equals 2. So now we can just plug our y into our second equation here. X equals 2 times our new y, which is 2, equals, or plus 4. And x equals 2 times 2 is 4 plus 4, x equals 8. Alright, I paused it to write a new equation, and we will do a much harder one after this. But let's get this one out of the way. So they gave us y, we can just plug it into our top equation. 10x minus 2 times y, which is 6x, equals negative 4. 10x minus 2 times 6x, which is 12x, equals negative 4. Combine like terms on the left side, and we get negative 2x equals negative 4. Divide out the negative 2 on both sides to get x alone. And we're left with x equals 2. And we can plug the x into our y equals equation that they gave us over here. Y equals 6 times 2. Y equals 12. Now here's a little bit harder of an example. The first thing you would want to try and look for in this one is our top equation here. We can rework this to figure out what x is alone. And that's what we'll want to do right off the bat. So if we take that out here, x plus 4y equals 14. We can get rid of the 4y to get x alone. We'll move it over to the right side, I should say, in order to get that x is equal to 14 minus 4y. X is equal to 14 minus 4y. Now we can plug that into our second equation, figure out what y is. Or we could even plug it into our first equation. We'll go into our second equation now. So 2 times 14 minus 4y plus 3y equals 21. 2 times 14 is 28. We're subtracting 2 times 2 times 4y. So minus 8y plus 3y equals 21. Combine like terms on the left side. 28 minus 5y now equals 21. Get our 5y alone. Subtract 28 from both sides. And we get negative 5y equals negative 7. Divide out the negative 5 to get y alone. And we're left with y equals 7/5. Now to figure out what x is, I'm just going to take that new equation that we already made and plug our y into it. So x equals 14 minus 4 times 7/5. So x equals 14 minus, and there's a good chance you need a calculator to get this, but it would be 14 minus 28/5. And to get a 5 in the denominator of our 14, you could just multiply the top and bottom by 5. So if you multiply this is essentially 14/1. So if you multiply the top and the bottom by 5, you would find that 14 is equal to 70/5. And we're subtracting 28/5, which ends up being x equals 42/5. And if you plugged our x value, so if you took our y value here, and if you took our x value over here, and plug them back into these equations, and that's a great way to check to see if you have the right answer on your test or your homework or anything, make sure you plug these answers back into your equations. Because if they don't work, then you've done something wrong. Alright, thank you for watching. And any questions you have, please leave down below in the comment section.